So we have some ground-breaking, ground-shaking news. We've only been at Burton Albion for just over a season, and a Premier League team has come knocking. It is the 22nd of November, and we have been plodding along nicely with Burton Albion. From the competitions now, we made it a step further in the Carabao Cup, then got dumped out to Sheffield United on penalties. The FA Cup was still in that, and after 17 games, wow, we're top of the league with 36 points. But a Premier League team has indeed offered us a job. Currently, while we're at Burton Albion, our contract says we're on £3,500 a week. We are currently studying for a Continental A licence. But with that being said, Bournemouth have approached us. They've said we can make some small change to the backroom staff, which we have completed, and that would mean that we're taking our assistant manager Martin Patterson with us, and we are taking Lucas Akins with us as a coach. Wherever I go, Akins will certainly be coming along with us as well. This seems like we're leaving a little bit too soon, but Bournemouth, well, we know how good they are in real life and what they've been doing. They're currently sat in 19th in the Premier League, but when we went to Burton Albion, they were slap bang bottom of the league, struggling to get away from the drop zone. 13 games played. We're heading towards the winter transfer window. We will have around £17 million to spend. We should be able to get the players we need in the football club to at least give us a shot at survival. Now, if we do get relegated, I still think we'll be able to keep our job and be asked to bounce Bournemouth straight back. And this job here now, it's offering us, wow, 3, 6, 9, 12. It's not 5 times the amount of wage, £16.5 million there, a bigger transfer budget. And I just think they want to play the same sort of football. High pressing, high tempo, possession base. I think we can really get something going here. When we do take over, well, I say when it is going to be a when, because this sort of move doesn't come around very often. And I know it's a bit soon, we haven't been at Burton that long, but it's a massive chance to step up now into the biggest league in world football. And I think we'll be a fool not to take this, but we have made some promises that we're going to make no club job applications. We're going to improve media handling, which I will try and do, and raise the dressing room atmosphere, which is a must. The squad, though, if we look at this now, they're in a decent spot. They've got some players of very, very high value. Like Semenyo should be able to pretty much ball out for us. We've got some real quality. There is, they've still got this goalkeeper, Callan McKenna, who's probably better than Nowusu, but I'm going to try and buy Nowusu because I love him very much. And Shark Ernst as well, 25 years of age, looks decent. They've got some real quality in here. So any real standout names? Let's have a look now. Sensi's still there, 31. They've got a few aging players here like Calvin Phillips. Let's have a look now. Evan Nielsen's still there. Transferred for £26 million. There's definitely a lot of room to get some of these players out the football club. We've got Kurt Zuma, who's 34 years of age. We need to move off some of this deadwood like him there. He's under contract for another, well, he's out of contract at the end of the season. Look at the money they're paying him, £73,000 a week. They tend to set up in a 4-4-2. Of course, we're going to come away from that, but I think we'll be a fool to miss out on this job. So with that being said, I think it's a bit of a no-brainer. Not only that, if we look at the schedule, they're in the quarter-final of the FA Cup. Of the Carabao Cup. We've got Manchester United. That there, I'm going to say, is it winnable? They're at home. New manager bounce. We may well have an opportunity. Their form is absolutely stinking. They started off quite well. They started off all right. They won the opening game of the season. A few scattered results in the Cup. But overall, they've been pretty dreadful. It's going to be a hell of an ask to keep these up because the points difference there, only Leeds are below us on 5. There's already a 5-point gap between us and Forest. So we're going to have to hit the ground running, hit the ground fast and try and get some points on the board. And they want us to attempt, did you say attempt to avoid relegation? No, they want us to straight up avoid it. Hopefully we can do that. If not, I still think they'll keep us on. But let's start negotiations now. They want to give us a 3-year deal. I want to try and squeeze these if I can for about let's try £24,000 a week. They're not having that, so let's try £22,000 a week and not 21.5 maybe. 21, and we struck a deal. £21,000 per week. Now, that is not to be sniffed at. We've got to do what's best for us as a manager, and that money is astronomical compared to what Burton are offering. They're not going to be able to keep us. I've enjoyed my time at Order. I've enjoyed my time thoroughly at Burton Albion. We've left them in a good spot. I think it's time now to move on. Let's finalise this deal. And you know what that means, guys? It's time to look for a property in Bournemouth. First things first, we've worked out our budget, what we can get of £21,000 a week, and we can borrow up to £1.375 million over 25 years. But we don't want to be silly, we want to be sensible. And with that being said, it brings us to right move. And I've looked at a few houses on here. We're going to come away from the shared complex. I don't think Lucas Aitken is going to want to live with me this time. He's going to get a new payday for himself and get himself his nice little apartment. But what I've got my eye on is this beautiful little apartment here. West Coast, Beacon Road, Bournemouth, Dorset. It looks absolutely superb. Guide price, £300,000. I could see myself having a fair few parties in here, getting some of the lads round, getting some of the chicars round from the Bournemouth nightclubs, and we're going to have a lovely time. If we have a look at some of these photos now, we are literally living in paradise. This looks absolutely fantastic. We've got great views. We've got the seafront just behind us as well. That's fantastic. We might be able to get ourselves a little boat, kitchen / living room again, which is ideal. I am loving what I'm seeing. I think I'm going to be very, very happy in this place there. Let's call up Foxes at Sales and Lettings. Let's buy this bad boy out right now. We have got the money. And off we journey to Dorset in Bournemouth. This is going to be lovely. Lovely new apartment and a fantastic new challenge lies ahead. If you guys try and tell me that apartment is not absolutely super duper, sexy, fantastic, I'm going to give you a good old slap across the face. We're moving to a beautiful, beautiful part of the world. The only problem is now we're at a club where they're in a bit of a shit show. Times are hard. They're in troubled times. But with FM Rage at the helm, I'm coming in. We've brought our staff with us. Can we get Bournemouth back on the right trajectory and hopefully away from the relegation zone? Let's go and meet the squad and see what's going on at Bournemouth. Breaking news, AFC Bournemouth hire Rage. In a move which sure to spark plenty of heated debate, FM Rage has left Burton to join Bournemouth. Rage lifted the OptiBet vs Liga with order in 2026. Will now be afforded the chance to enhance his reputation. Love to read that. By bringing success to his new club. Rage will face pressure to bring immediate success to Eddie Howe Arena. That's nice as well. Having stepped up from his previous standing to take sole charge, and will need to hit the ground running if he's to win over those who believe his appointment is a questionable decision. Milos Milojevic was considered to be the favourite for the job, but it was unclear whether the club favoured Rage all along. Of course they did. Of course they wanted our signature. They've watched what we've done at Order, and Burton has swooped on us. Martin Patterson and Lucas Aikens will join FM Rage in making the move from Burton as he assembles his new backroom team. Love that. Meanwhile, Alan McCormack has parted company with the club following the change in management. Rage's men are on a poor run. I can't bloody read. They're on a poor run of 12 league games without a win, and the relegation candidates find themselves in 19th place in the English Premier Division. Bournemouth have lost their lost 3 of their last 5 games in the league. On the club history, though, there's not really too much to shout about. They've won a championship, scored a bit championship. They've won a score a bit League One, and a fancy Bristol Street Motors trophy, and that was their most successful period. But like I said, we've got a good little stadium, good training facility, well, great training facilities, great youth facilities, and above average youth recruitment, which I want to try and improve that. And at last, we're at a club now that are 3.5 stars of reputation, which is always absolutely lovely, absolutely super duper for me. You know me, I'm a stickler for reputation, and I'm super thrilled to have improved that, which is only going to enhance more reputation as well. Finances are okay. Transfer budget of 16.5 million and a wage budget of 1.662. They reckon the 4-2-3 is the top way to go, which of course that will be the way we're going anyway. That's the team on the screen there. Are we going to play that? I don't know. We'll have to have a look exactly what we've got to work with, and I'll be the judge of that as we go forward. Yes, we're going to take a press conference because we told them we was going to improve that. Linda's, what's this? Yes, his work permit. What's this all about? I don't know. Ignore that. regarding the supporter profile, we've got 2.1 million followers, 20,000 season ticket holders. We've got 11,000 near enough on the waiting list. That will probably all go down dramatically by the time we get relegated. And our expectations, they want us to avoid the drop. All it's going to take us a couple of nice wins, and we're straight back in the fold. But this is a whole new ball game. It's a whole different proposition, the Championship to the Premier League, and the teams in here, well, they're going to have quality that we've never ever come up against yet. So we need to get the very best out of what we've got at this football club. And we've had a brief look at the squad, but what I'm going to do, I'll have a look at all the players one at a time, get some coach reports on who they think's good, who can do what. We'll set up our 4-2-3-1 tactic. We'll have a little run through of some potential transfers. We'll have a look at the club's finances. We'll have a look at the vision, and we'll have a little bit of a dive into the development centre, see if we've got any young starlets we could potentially bring up to the first team. So our squad now is picked ready for the opening game. Southampton away are 15th on 13 points. We are now slap bang bottom of the table. Now all games are level. We really could do with a victory sooner rather than later, but our team is ready to go. We're sticking to the 4-2-3-1. The starting position, the starting players are Ernst in goal, Yudasek on the left, Zuma, Taylor at centre half, Tobias at the right wing back position, Cook and Adams centrally, Sinistera on the left, Oscar centrally, Semenyo on the right, and Ivan Nielsen up top. We've still got a lot of quality on the bench, but before we even talk about that, there are some transfers already going through that have been confirmed. Harrison Burrows, backup left back, leaving for £500,000. He was on £16.25 thousand a week. Calvin Phillips being moved on for £725,000. So a nice bit of cash back there in wages, 26,000. Philip Billing, 32 years of age, was sat in the reserves. We've shipped off £41,500 a week in wages, plus got 1.6 million. We are trying to offload Marcos Senesi, whose potential, well, could have been going out for these, but didn't want to pay the £5 million. So we're going to leave him on the transfer list. And Enes Unal, we've tried to ship him out for £5 million. The board want 10. It remains to be seen whether we're going to get the money off these teams to sell these players, but it's one of them. But I've had a little mooch around the reserves as well. There's, well, a couple of good players in the under 21s. Juan Alborz, 4-star potential, and Joel Davies, who's 2 stars of current ability, 5-star potential, currently on loan at Crew Alexandra. Got himself 5 goals in 15 with an assist as well. I think he could be someone to keep an eye on over the next couple of seasons. But in the under 18s, couple of stars in there. James Few, wing back right, and Jerry Kraski. Sorry, he's a wing back right, so the other one's a attacking midfield right, but they both look decent, both got high ceilings. So we'll have a look at maybe moving them up to the under 21 next year, and then maybe the season after look at getting them into the first team. But this squad, wow, we definitely need to jig things up a little bit and try and just try and get some fresh face in here. Now, I've had a look at Nwusu and some of the players. We had a Burton. They're not really going to be cutting the mustard at this level, so I think we're going to leave them pretty much where they are. It's sad to say. And Nwusu, they want like 25 million for him. We can't spend that on a goalkeeper, and we don't particularly need one all that desperately. So we'll see what's happening. We'll see how it goes. We know there's definitely concern in the ward areas because they're not linking up well at all, but he's our best player. He's our best right back. He's our only real left back, apart from Burrows, absolutely terrible, and Sinistera not particularly playing well at all. But if we have a look at this, he can play. He can do. Can we maybe just jump these over on the sides? Will that still work? And we could try and get some fresh. Try and get a fresh perspective on the wings if we can. So we can't. He's not really too good on the left-hand side. I think we're going to be detrimental to him. I think we're going to run with this here, what we originally set, and try and get these playing a little bit more football together. Try and raise the atmosphere. Once they're a bit happier, if we can get a few results, they might start cooking then and start playing some nice little stuff together. But with them players leaving, I'm not really going to search for transfers right this second. I'm going to wait till maybe towards mid to the end of December and have a look at the players over the next few weeks, see who we potentially need to move on alongside the ones that have already been confirmed to be leaving the club. But there's definitely a lot to be done at this football club. Can we be the manager to step up and do it? Thomas Frank couldn't do it. Someone before him couldn't do it. It's going to be a real ask for us. But we're lacking at the back. We're still playing Kurt Zouma, who is, well, 34 years of age. But I think we're going to really have to rely on his experience at the back. So hopefully these two can form a nice new partnership. Kurt Zouma not really featuring too often this year. But now I think everyone's going to get a fair crack of the whip. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is our opening game of our tenure here away at Southampton. Can we dream of 3 points? It'd be fantastic to get off to a winning start. But let's just take one game at a time and just evaluate exactly what's going on and who needs to leave and who we need to potentially get in. But it's like I said, it's hard to say who we want to bring in until we've had a look at all these players individually. But Southampton aren't particularly a great team. Can we get the better of these? Can we get a result? So I've got that on super duper fast. Let's just knock it down a notch now. And we are underway. The opening game for Bournemouth. Love to get off to a winning start. Probably what happens. If you offer me a point, I'd probably take it. If you offer me one solitary point. But I don't want to have to come away from our 4-2-3-1. That's how we play football. That's what they've employed us for, to play this sort of stuff. So I want to stick to our guns and see exactly what we can do. And Ivan Ilson back in the team for Bournemouth. Hasn't played most of the season. Was transfer listed. Lurking at the back stick. Great header. Ramsdale in no man's land. And we get the first goal here today. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. Let's just keep doing what we're doing in the Premier League. Try and get as many points together as physically possible. And it's 2-0. We've changed the set pieces as well at the football club. We've gone for locking our defensive bit as play man marking, not that zonal crap. And we've done the in-swingers near post for our offensive set piece. It seems to be working very well at the moment. We've got a nice 2-0 lead. This is going to, well, if we can get the 3 points today, it's definitely going to bring safe. Oh, God. Just when we know we haven't got enough strikers anyway, we lose another one. But we have got a youngster here in Junior Krupa, he's a young lad, he's learning. We're retraining him as a pressing forward. And it's hopefully getting firing all cylinders. But even Ilson, it's just typical. One game, we've already given away, we've already shipped an injury, which is it's not ideal for us. But let's see what Krupa can do. Semenyo, we need more from you, pal. Sinistera down the left. Driving, can he pick it across? Cook's there, Cook. Forces a good save from Ramsdale. But we're almost at half-time. It's been a really encouraging first half. I'm sure our fans are going to be very excited about what's happening. Don't be a serious injury. Don't be a serious injury for Ivan Ilson. You're doing brilliantly. Let's try and raise the team spirits. Foot injury, which means he's probably broke his foot. David Jurasek, out you come. We have got Burrows to bring in, who's not particularly great, but I'm not risking a red card. Definitely not risking a red card. I can't afford that. We need 11 men on the field and just close the game out. But there's still a long way to go. Still a whole half of football to play. Burrows, you better do a good job at left back. That's not good. He's give the ball away straight away. Oh, he's just wide. We get away with one there. He's a corner. Let's defend this well. Out to him. We get it clear this time. Krupa, press your man, please. Press your man. Let's not give these away back into the game, please. Burrows, get there, you lazy sod. Burrows, nowhere in sight. He got absolutely left in the dust there at left back. Really quite poor. Sinistera is going to come out. We are going to make a change in the wide area. Sinistera is knackered. Let's get on the youngster in Zeben. We know he can do a job. He's a really talented. He's only 20 years of age, formerly of Man City. He went on out to Bradford on a free transfer. But if we look at this, really good player. So keep an eye on him, guys. See exactly what he can get going for us down this left-hand side. But we need to make the most out of our squad. And I wouldn't mind getting 3 points and a clean sheet. Maybe let's just say 3 goals, maybe. 3 goals would be even better. Oh, penalty. They have got VAR in the Premier League, of course they have. Hopefully it can be to our benefit. We do have a penalty, and who's stepping up for this? It's Antoine Semenyo to get his first goal under our tenure. He does. That is 3-0. We can drop back into a balanced mentality. I want to run that clock down now, absolutely. And we're going to take off Semenyo now. A little bit tired, and Jurasek coming on to the right-hand side for us. Make the tactical changes. Yes, please. But this is an absolutely unbelievable result. First start, first match, 3 points on the board. Get that clean sheet if you can get it, guys, please. Make him shoot from range. And it's out for a corner. Stoppage. Oh, it's a I thought it was a save just over the bar. Last knock-ins. Can we dream of a fourth with 2 minutes to go? That'd be even better for us. Burrows does all right. Zebans there. Tobias is in. Off the line. Headed off the line. That could have been 4. Just finish his game off now. It's big for our goalkeeper to get a clean sheet. Adams picking up an unnecessary yellow card there. No goal now. No goal. Connor on the free kick. Strikes it. It's a good save from our goalkeeper. Ernst with a big save to keep it at 3-0. And they have indeed got a goal back. Our old player, Zabani, with a nice header. We couldn't defend it this time. Near post. Goalie. A little bit stranded. We're already 2 minutes over the bloody allotted time now. Not too sure what exactly we're waiting for the ref to blow. And there you go. Swansea lost as well, which is nice. 3 points. Much the better team. Delighted. Not only that, it was a rival as well. Southampton against Bournemouth. The seaside derby. And it puts us right back in touching distance. And that's not ideal. That I can live with that 1 to 3 days. But we're back in touching distance. Oscar, they was trying to sell him. And we have just, we took him off the transfer list, put him back into that cam role, and he's bagged himself a couple of cheeky assists, which we can't moan about at all. Who's our next game now? He is away at Leeds. Where are Leeds? Oh, they're right down here. It is a relegation 6-pointer. Can we get a result there? First 2 matches is with 2 away games, and then we've got a frigging ridiculously hard run. Villa, Man United, Arsenal, Man City. Gets a little bit easier there in January, just after we can get some new transfers in. But yeah, we've got the game in 6 days' time against Leeds United. Yeah, I'll see you shortly. I'll let you know if any more transfer business has been concluded regarding players out, that is anyway. But I'll see you in 6 days. Fantastic, fantastic start. It's time for the relegation 6-pointer away at Leeds United. We are 1 place above them, 1 point above them. But it's going to be a very, very difficult game. Anytime you go to Ellen Road, it's going to be a tough one. Now, I have been out scouting a few players. We've got a lot of players out here now. We're trying to really pillage through Argentina. We're scouting players from River, News Old Boys, Lanos, Independiente, Colón, Boca, and also a player from Celtic as well, who's currently being monitored by a few teams. Jorge Jakobsen Paulsen, the 18-year-old, 6'6" striker. I think he could be a really, really good addition to the squad. They reckon his potential ability is through the roof. But I want to wait to get a full scout report until we start making offers on the youngster. He's already capped by the Faroe Islands. That's some player for the Faroe Islands, that is. Can we get his signature? He's currently wanted by us and Southampton and West Ham as well. And they're unwilling to make an offer while the transfer window's still closed. But if anyone's going to get these players, going to be between us and Southampton. But we did just beat them, so you might know that and want to stay with us. On the transfer news, we had nothing else confirmed yet. Nobody coming in and no other players leaving. I have set the tone for Enes Unal as a 14.25 and 10 million for Sensi as well. We'll have to see what happens. But Ivan Ilson is not going to be fit for this game, so it's going to be Jurasek up top, and then we're going to put back on the bench Trent Kone, Doherty back on there. Big game for us now. Leeds setting up like for like in the 4-2-3-1. We're going to have to be at our very, very best if we are to get a result today. I think if you offer me a point here away at Leeds, I would absolutely bite your hand off. So what we can see straight away is still problems down the right hand side, but these are starting to get a little bit better in the middle of the park. But let's kick this game off now. Big game, relegation dogfight. If we lose, it's not the end of the world. If we win, well, it's not the end of the world for Leeds United either. But I want us to carry on from our last match. It's a sellout here at Ellen Road. Let's get our job done. Let's just not fold now. Let's play some nice stuff with Bournemouth. We know we can play some decent stuff, and that pass is not great. I wish it was a home game. I prefer a home game. Home against Leeds is much more exciting for me, but this Premier League is a massive, massive step up for us. And is it going to be a bridge too far? Well, we'll find out. But I want to see a better game today. We've got the two brothers on now. Our left back, Jurasek, and our striker, Jurasek as well. So hopefully we have a bit of brotherly love, and he starts putting some crosses in for us to get an assist for the left back. But get it away, please. And it's a great save by Ernst. Keep the score at 0-0. But the better stuff coming from Leeds United early on. what I want to do, and I forgot to, is I need to set up a little bit more of a few formations. I've only got the 4-2-3-1 set up. I forgot to do the rest of it. I want to get a 4-4-2, and I want to get a 4-3-3 as well as a counter attack. But so far, Leeds much the better team. We haven't even tested them at all. I don't even think we've had a shot on goal, but as long as we defend well, that's what I like to see. Semenyo, Adams, go on, Semenyo's in. I thought we had a penalty. Shoot, son. Oh, don't shoot. Next time, don't shoot. Corner. We're starting now to up the ante a little bit, which is nice. Let's kick them. Go on. Oscar's there. Got 2 assists last game. Wouldn't mind getting a goal. Get him. Comes to nothing in the end, which is nice. We've had 6 shots actually. Just nothing really threatening their goal. Jurasek at left back. Still absolutely crap. Need to see more. I need to see more at that position. Oh, where's our goalie going? Christ, we get the ball back. Semenyo breaking at speed. Show us what you're all about, Semenyo. Tobias now gliding forward. Ball in. Sinistera. But Orestes takes it easy enough. Easy as you like. Win the header. We do. We don't get the second ball, though. He's got to be a mile offside. Going to say, had to be offside. It's offside by a bloody country mile. Almost at half-time. Is there going to be a sting in the tail? There's not. We've dominated possession, but we're not really getting much going regarding attack. Jurasek up front. Absolute stinker. We're going to get back on. Can Zeben play up front? I know he's a good winger. Not really. Finishing's not great. Pace is pretty good. Let's have a look at what the reports are for striker. Yeah, it's 2.5 stars. I think we're going to get on. Does he play as a main striker? He can't play as a striker either. So literally it's Krupa. Krupa, you're back up top, son. Let's see what you can do. And Jurasek at left back. We need to address this because I'll leave him on for now, but we need to see more out of him. He's our only real left back of any quality. And he's not performing. And if he keeps on doing this, Harrison Burrows out the door soon. We're going to have to look at getting a new left back in. I'll keep him potentially as a backup. And get a first choice left back in. And I want to get another centre midfielder. And I need to get another striker as well. Jurasek's going to have to come out. We're going to get on Harrison Burrows, the man that's leaving. Semenyo, sort yourself out, demand more. And Sinistera's going to come off. We're going to get Zeben back on the field now. Get the youngster on there. See if we can get a little magic going down the left-hand side. We need a little bit of inspiration from somebody and from somewhere. Can Zeben be the man to do it? Or it might not even be us. It might be Leeds with a little bit of magic. Let's try and G the boys up. Let's G him up now. Semenyo's having a stinker. Looking tired. Let's get him out. And we have got the option of Felix Correa to bring on. What else have we got? Yeah, we've got Tyler Morton as well. Who can do a job in a deep line play. Like we're going to get him on for Cook. Get some fresh legs on in the middle of the park. If we, oh my God, off the post. My God, we was living dangerously. Get it away. It's out for a corner. Leeds piling the pressure on. Get this away now with 5 minutes to go. Don't do it. Don't sting us late on. A draw for us is great. A draw for them at home, not so great. But come on, boys. Last knockings. Is there going to be one more gilt-edged chance for somebody? Oh my God, terrible pass. Oh, thank God, the goalie was there. What was we thinking? Ernst, there's nothing out there. Forcing us to go long. Oscar can't get there first. Leeds coming forward again. Booth. No heartbreaks at the end, please. Oh, it's just over. Wake up, guys, for the love of God. Wake up. Demand more. Goalie's there. There's 4 minutes to play. They're penning us right back in here. Just do not be stupid, please, Taylor. Nothing stupid. Burrows. Zeben. Zuma. Adams, better play. Oh, we give the fucking ball away again. They're coming forward, Leeds now. And on so, oh my God, what a save from the goalkeeper. We almost shot ourselves in the foot. We just can't get out. We have to go a little bit more direct, spread the play. And yeah, make sure that ball's going to space. Don't concede now with 3 minutes to go. The goalie just pulled off an astounding save to keep it at 0-0. Oh my God. Oh my God, it was almost there. It was another great save. 30 seconds to go. Can we carve out a late chance? Just bang it forward, son. Zuma. Oscar. Zeben. Out to Burrows. Puts a cross in. Oh, we just can't get there. It looks like it's going to be a draw. And it is. We come away with a point from Enham Road. They were much the better team. We never really offered much going forward. A lot of possession. But we just didn't create the opportunities. But I'll take the points. Not playing quite poorly. We'll take that. and it puts us 2 points behind safety. That's off this episode for a team that had lost so many games. Well, they drew to Chelsea, then we took over. We managed to beat Southampton, drawn away at Leeds, but then we're taking on some very, very difficult teams. I don't really... Can we get something against Villa? Maybe. We're at home. Arsenal away? Absolutely not. Man City at home? No. Fulham away, there's a chance. But once we're past this little bit, like I said, we've got a few more winnable games in there, but these games are going to come thick and fast. It's all still to play for. We're almost at the halfway point of the season, but I think on the next episode, when we come back, it's got to be January. It's got to be January because we're going to be able to get some transfers done, completed, so it will be ideal to come back for somewhere at the end of Jan when we know our transfer business has been concluded. We've got some fresh blood in the door, fresh face in the football club, and some of the dead wood out the way and gone, and try and bring our wages down, because brace yourself, guys, £76 million, nearly 77 in the red. Our projection is getting worse and worse and worse. 122 million. They are paying some astronomical wages, and we need to shift some of this out of the football club. Look to try and balance the books before we end up in administration, which is going to be an absolute horrendous thing to happen. But if we look at the contracts now, look at the money. Even Ilson, 170 grand, 135. I can understand Semenyo, but some big numbers on here. We need to try and shift that as much as we can, bring the wage budget down, but then in turn look to get some young players in on lesser wages and try and restructure the football club, because they seem to be in a spot above at the moment. But a great start for us. 2 games, we've got 4 points, and it's just time for now for me to keep plodding on, have a rethink, and we'll get ready to kick on and get some fresh blood, like I said, in the January transfer window. I honestly don't think we could have asked for a better start. Well, we could have. We could have asked for 6 points, but 4 will do. We're trying to steady the ship a little bit, build and instill a little bit of confidence in this Bournemouth team. I think we've started off on the right foot. It's about continuing this now. There's going to be some very, very tough games, and a lot of games we're not going to get absolutely anything out of, but it's about just keep fighting every step of the way, fighting for every inch on that field, and we may stand a chance of survival, but we know how important this upcoming winter transfer window is going to be. We will have a little bit of money to spend. We need to be shrewd, work the free transfer market, definitely look to utilise the loan market and clear out some of the older dead wood to try and balance our books as necessary. But we've got a lot to look forward to. It's going to be one hell of a struggle. As always, guys, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. I'm FM Rage. I'm the new Bournemouth manager. I'm so excited to say it. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you all soon.